Hey, man. Hey, Chiefity Chief.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, you sound good.
So why are you recording so quick?
I was already here, and I don't know. I thought mine as well.
Is anybody else in there yet?
No, but I was just looking at this. Walker from Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
He said, he said, oh, check is in the mail. Keep an eye out. He's sending us some donations, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully, it won't fit in the mailbox, but you know what I mean.
Well, can I ask you, since it's just you and me, I can quiz you about a couple of things because if somebody comes on, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You guys are going to cut that video. Y'all going to trim that up to the start of the conversation, right?
I hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Mike's going to do that.
Got to cut all that flap off of the front.
I think so. Yep. Yep.
And then, did he play the song? Are you there?
Oh, yeah. I sent Walker the police encounter video just so he'll be able to watch that.
Did he sing the song? Because I turned it off.
Yeah. Yeah. He did.
Now look, I don't know. I'm not going to tell him to cut it off, but there was this one spot after the dating game song where everybody came to a little spot. You could cut it, and then he could leave the song off. But yeah. I don't want to tell him that and hurt his feelings.
Well, I think there's a lot of places that can be cut in there because it was, not as compelling, or I mean, it seemed to me like there were some,
No, man, everything was great. It's just Mike, he went about a minute over in the beginning, but when he finally finished, he let them have it, and that's cool.
Right. Okay.
But he's going, and then you get to that spot where you think this would be a good place.
Here's Tim.
And then boom, whoa, he take back off again. And she tried to say something one time, and he started back in.
I know.
And I know you can't get that, and she knows that. She probably knows that you can't get it perfect all the time.
No.
So, but anyway, that's just my quick critique, so that you can, you probably felt the same way, huh?
Even Fakeologist who's on now would probably tell you that, he's not always perfect.
Although, oh no, it's fine. Everything's great. Look, I watched all of the video, and the dating game thing was fantastic.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that was great. And you know what? The way it's laid out, like the Brady Bunch on the computer, it's perfect for that.
Yeah. We should have thrown in some Brady Bunch music.
No, but I'm just saying. You remember when the Brady Bunch would come on, they'd have everybody's picture up there. Yeah. So to have the dating game song come on, it was just like the Brady Bunch, really, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Tom had the better answer, of course, as I expected he would. That he was.
Oh man, look, let me tell you what. If it was a handathon on Amanda, it would be bad news for Tom. I got news for you.
I don't know. He seems to be pretty solid, but yeah, I mean, I would definitely take him in the end, but he'd put up a good fight. I would have.
That is so funny.
I would have covered every part of her body, and he might have missed a couple. So.
No, but it was fantastic. You know what? I watched almost every bit of it.
Oh, good.
And I know Mike wants to leave the song on there, but I would suggest trimming it off and just stopping after the theme song when there was that moment.
I love the song. I'm wondering, do you think it'd be better? I mean, you're a musician. To speed it up? Is that a possibility?
No, that's not it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I just, if it was, I don't know. If he had some neater chords and stuff, it's just, some of those chords are kind of country, and I know it's great and everything, but I don't know if it was just the right spot. I mean, you gotta decide for yourself. I know he's gonna want to leave it on, and I certainly don't expect him to follow any advice that I would give about leaving it off of there. But for the crowd, you know, people, if they're gonna put in 2 hours on a video, there's not many people that will do that. And some of the best stuff came at the end.
Really? Yeah, I think he could definitely cut it down to an hour. I mean, it'd be nice if he could cut it down to an hour, because, like you said, people probably, if they see longer ones, they just say, I don't want to spend all that time. So
no, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not an expert at this kind of thing, and you guys, look, y'all have been hitting home runs left and right. That's all I can say.
well,
And it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just watching you guys hit home runs, lots of them.
we're just learning from fakeologists. I mean, Tim was.
No, but I mean, look, the proof is in the pudding, man. The number of hits on
Tim keeps coming.
Big Virus is 4.8.
Do I hear my name being used in vain?
What's up, Tim?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I don't think we used it in vain, but we did use it.
No, of course not.
Yeah. We were just saying, I was saying how much we're learning from you guys. You and Uncle Odd have the professionalism going on. So,
Uncle Odd's the professional. I'm the amateur.
well, I didn't say that, but no, he's got the studio, so I guess he looks
cool.
Yeah, he looks professional.
He looks like a pro. You got to think rich to be rich. Don't you know that?
Yeah. And which is funny, because Tom doesn't think rich, but I think he is rich.
Well, all I got to say is I'm annoyed with Uncle Odd because he doesn't read my blog, and the stuff I'm putting up there is class AAA beef right there.
For instance,
everything. I know you read it, Brian, because you get Brian comments. I appreciate it. I don't have many commenters, by the way.
I know what the hell's going on there.
I don't know what the problem is. It's been like that forever, though. I don't have I have a couple really high quality commenters, but that's it. It's what don't have.
Let me ask you this. I mean, I know it's a great idea to have people go to your site. Have to go to your site to see the things.
That sounds like Barney Miller's phone.
That was Mike calling. I was trying to answer. He probably needs the link, but you have people, click an extra link to get to your site to be able to see the stuff.
Yeah.
All right, will do. Okay. I wonder if that would knock out people necessarily.
Well, no, because do people know what a bookmark is? Does anyone know what a bookmark is in the old World Wide Web? I know I'm talking to people that may have existed before Facebook and YouTube.
I mean, most people don't know what it is.
You can bookmark a site and go right to it. The blog has its own address. You go right to the blog. The whole point of it is I got lots of hits on my blog, but nobody would read it. So I'm trying to filter the people that don't want to read it at the gate.
I'm not clear on that. In other words, I'm trying.
If you in the past, if you went to fakeologist.com, it went right to the blog, and most people couldn't understand what I was posting on a daily basis. They didn't really get it. So now if you go there, you go to the main landing page, which is the filter. If you believe everything you're being told, then you will not understand Fakeologist, so go away. If you're smart, you'll carry on and go further. And then I tell people, bookmark this page and the blog page and come back directly here. Does that make sense?
Not really. Let me, I'm trying to send Mike an invite, but I do want to understand that.
Does Kenny understand it?
I understood that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I thought I was speaking another language.
No, he's distracted. That's right.
Computerese.
That's like a phone from a 70s show.
Yeah, WKRP in
I'm
Cincinnati.
sending it. I'm
Yeah.
sending it, Mike.
You got a 70s phone on your thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sending it. All right. Okay.
You know what my favorite part of last night's show was? By the
What's-
way, where is the video of the last night's show? I want to post it.
I know he's working on it.
You know what my favorite part of the show last night was?
What?
When Mike was cutting off his dad for going on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Did
'Cause
Mike not see the hypocrisy there?
No, but look, her feedback was magnificent.
he doesn't see it, no, because he's not quite as bad as his dad, I guess.
No, I
No,
think
but
he's worse.
You think so?
All of that
Oh, yeah.
stuff she said, all that stuff she said was dead on, like the gluten and the dairy and all. I mean, if
Yeah.
you've got arthritis, you got to get that stuff out of your diet quick.
Well, my
I
favorite-
agree.
my favorite part was why are we pooping in a bowl of water?
Yeah,
I think that was the greatest. That's what I've never understood. But
makes good sense.
Well, how else would you like to do it if you lived in an
Just
apartment? Chamber
Go out in
pot
the
and throw it out the
backyard,
window?
back in the outhouse.
no, you go to the closest park. You find a big
Yeah. Do that when it's -20 out. See how you do.
And let me tell you what, if you go out there and you don't have that seat it gets pretty messy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
if you're not out somewhere out in the country or woods, yeah, then it makes sense, I guess.
And the seat has more than one function, you know.
Well, the only thing I can counter there is sanitation is responsible for saving hundreds of millions of lives. And if it has to be taken away by water, then so be it. I realize it's a recoverable resource, but it's not really economical to recover that.
And it's been working fine.
But I think we're all kind of seeing that we all need to get back to the land and move out, away from the cities and all. And so eventually everybody will not be pooping in a bowl of water.
Dream on, buddy. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Okay.
No.
At least
You got it upside down. They're pushing you off the land.
Well, I know they're trying to, yeah. Yeah.
They're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're zapping anybody.
They're not zapping them. They're just bankrupting them. They bankrupt the farmers, get them off the land.
Well, I meant with the photon laser or whatever, burning up California.
I don't think so. You
think
guys, that's magic. I don't believe in magic.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Ken, I know you like.
I'll tell you the best way to start a fire. You get a can of gas, you pour it on stuff, light a match. You don't need any laser beams or any invisible, super high charge, secret weapons programs. Plain old gasoline and fire works every time.
Yeah, but that's not as entertaining. Come on.
Yeah, but it's a lot cheaper. Pay some guy with $100 to go light some fires who's broke or destitute. $100 is like a fortune to him.
So
you can find lots of people.
How about the lady that got the guy on the ground on the road there and with a gun, that was lighting fires, had a box of matches in his hands? Is that fake?
Well, I'm sure it's happening to an extent, yeah, but
But
firebugs are lots of firebugs, I'm sure.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, good interview last night, and Amanda, as always, brings it. She was great. I think you even got a few licks in there.
Uh-oh.
My God.
Mikey again. Yes, Mikey.
I'm confused.
You're confused?
I'm confused because anytime you've ever said you were going to send me a link, within a minute I had it.
Oh, did you want it by text? I emailed it to you.
No, man, you know I need it when I'm driving the text.
Oh, I didn't know where you were. Okay.
Yeah. All right, man.
Okay, bye.
Don't link them till I get off the phone. That way I can say something.
Hey, Tim,
Okay,
did
hold
Mike?
off for just a minute.
Did you see Mike's video of the library?
I started to. I didn't. The guy had it in 18 different bits, so I started watching it, but then he stopped uploading, and then I gave up. So
Let me tell you what, man. That video.
I'll watch
that
it.
That video. When I turn those on, I don't know what it is, but I can't quit watching it. It gets me. It grabs me.
Yeah. Well, what's going on in Louisiana? You having the same issues?
Man, everything is just nothing. That now that everything's all messed up, they don't say anything. It's just hush hush, and nobody's making any kind of moves. But hey, let me tell you some good news.
Hey, Craig.
They opened the second door at Whole Foods.
Oh my God! And Walmart.
Thank
too.
God.
Yeah.
And when I walked through the door, I held my arms up. Touchdown!
Don't worry, they'll close it back up soon.
Yeah.
The next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, all these small victories are just yin and yang. Do people realize you're in a 10-year reset here? I don't know if they get that.
I don't get it because I don't want to
get that.
I don't want to get it.
This isn't going to end. All these little small victories are great. It's not going to end though.
They're
not gonna end well.
futile. They're futile.
You mean the short-term wins are futile, Cracker Jack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cracker Jack, you agree with me?
Yeah. Unless something really changes, for it to be permanent or more or much longer, the media has to be taken over.
No. Well, the problem is the virus has infected everyone's brain. That's the mind virus. That's the real virus.
Yeah.
And how do you get it out of people? Because I read that Governor DeSantis today made all the ordinances and orders void. But I don't think that's what the people want. I think the people will go against them.
You mean DeSantis in Ohio?
No.
No, Governor DeSantis is the governor of Florida, is he not?
Florida.
Yes.
Okay, Florida.
Yeah. Yep.
And what did he say today, Brian?
I don't know. Mike said I haven't seen it yet.
No, the governor said all laws in and around COVID are null and void, and people can go to restaurants and they're supposed to open up. But my point is that's not what the people want, because the military medical coup has circumvented all common sense and all the local governments. So the people have the virus. They want their leaders to save them. Even if the leader knows better, like Trump hopefully knows better, there's nothing he can do because the people want to be saved. They're not convinced that there is nothing to be afraid of. That's the problem.
And the only way that's going to change then is for the so-called media conglomerates to be taken over.
But the vaccine companies own the media.
Yeah.
How's that going to work?
That's not going to work. Maybe if this is just hypothetically thinking, but if a new news station came out that was giving a completely different story.
Well, it's called the bigvirushoax.com, fakeologist.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? I tried to get the FakeoTube app on Apple.
Mm-hmm.
The Apple Store. This is why I don't have Apple products. They're blocking it because they actually review every app with a human being, I believe.
Really?
And they went on FakeoTube and they said it's full of COVID stuff that disagrees with the WHO, so we can't approve the app.
Oh, come on! They sent you that message?
Oh yeah, I got it. The developer wanted me to respond. I said I don't see the point. He said, "Can you take down all the COVID stuff?" I said, "Well, that's everything."
I mean, come on! You got to post that on your site. and let
I
people.
will. I just got it tonight, so I'm just trying to.
Okay, yeah, that's
But with Apple, I said just give me the file and I'll just put it on my site. And you can't do that. Apple's figured out a way where he said he can't give me the file, so I'm not sure that's true. I have to look into that, make sure he's telling the truth. But
your developer said that.
yeah, he's on
Well,
my
well,
site, I think.
Supposed to
yeah,
be.
well, the only thing with Apple is that the only way you can install a non-Apple approved application is to have it what's called jailbroken.
No, I know that, and I had the Apple iPhone, but I went on the mainstream media, and there are ways to just install non-approved apps.
Yeah.
But the developer says he can't give me the file, which I don't understand, because with the Android, I got the file. He gave that to me because I said, just give me the file. I'll put it on my website, and that way, if Google will come and take it off the Play Store. I know they will. I don't even know how it got on. They must not look at everything manually. I said they're going to take it down, because even my podcast playing app, the #1 Android podcast player app, they took it off the store, out of the store, because it facilitated the downloading of anti-COVID's audios, which was insane. And the developer who makes his living off it, he appealed, and a week later he got it back. But he's the #1 podcast app on Google, and they took it off.
Really?
And all he is a vehicle to podcast. He said, how can I be responsible for the content of 10 million podcasts? Are you out of your mind? That's insane.
What's
he
the
got
podcast app called?
It's Podcast Addict, as in drugs. It's the best app. The guy updates it every single day. For Android. So that's why I said, give me the file, because I know FacoTube app will be taken out of the Play Store. It's only a matter of time. So that way I can host it. People can download it directly. But Apple, I don't know if I can get around that. That one's a tough one, because he says they don't make a file. He has to inject the code right into the Apple Store, which is bizarre.
Man, that's wild.
No, but there should be. Sorry.
Did they blatantly say you can't do it because you got anti-COVID stuff on there? That's funny.
Yeah. It's not funny. It's disgusting.
Well, yeah.
So Apple, the only thing they should be worried about is, can the software break the phone? It shouldn't be, oh, we don't like what the software can deliver to the phone.
Right.
So they're just actively censoring. Insane. Never buy an Apple product ever.
I
don't care for Apple myself.
I'm already locked in.
Well, get out.
So you know, like with Android, the apps are in AppK format.
That's
what
right.
What format are the iPhone apps in? The Apple apps in?
I don't know any of the nomenclature, and I don't want to know. He told me what it was, but
I'm sure he could provide that to you, and you could just load it on there, and whoever is able to put it on their phone, whether jailbroken or not jailbroken.
Yes, that's the goal.
They're free to.
I'm not going to go take. I suppose I could take all the videos. I could hide all the videos for one day. It wouldn't hurt, but I think I have a few hundred videos. I could just hide them all and put one video of Barney dancing around, and when they go to look at the site, then they can approve the app. But I still think that they would come back around and they would just take it off later. So I don't want to waste time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's someone I actually heard from recently. He was trying to make an iPhone app that would allow people to check their eyesight and track their vision improvement. And he said that Apple wouldn't allow it because it was too diagnostic in nature, to the point where people could just use it to check their eyesight themselves. and figure out what so-called prescription, although they're not prescriptions, that they would need
Yeah.
for lenses
Right.
without going.
Well, I hate gatekeepers, and Apple is just a disgusting example of gatekeeping.
That's why I never liked them myself.
They can suck it. Well, I don't like paying double for a computer.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. I don't even like paying for. I was gonna get a new computer. I can't find one that I want, so I'm gonna have to build it. I'd rather build it. Take me a day, but 50% off.
How about Surface? I'm thinking about the Surface.
No, I just want an old-fashioned desktop. I'm always been into desktops.
All right.
Give me a desktop any day. It's better for your posture.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, laptops are terrible for your posture because the keyboard's connected to the screen.
Right. Ken.
Yes, sir.
Weren't you supposed to be playing tonight?
No, I was trying to set up a rehearsal, but the guy doesn't want to do it, I guess. He's busy doing something else. We got a new drummer coming in and trying to get with him as much as possible between now and October 16th.
I play the drums. You want me to head down?
Yeah, man. You're due
Yeah.
for a road trip, huh?
Yeah. I'm one of Neil Peart's proteges.
Yeah. Man, there's talented people everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got a gig tomorrow night, right? Set up?
No, man, I don't have anything this weekend.
I thought you said you did.
No, I had last weekend. I had the 2 Friday and Saturday, but
Okay.
nothing this weekend. But that can change, you know. We get last minute calls sometimes. We've been doing this for 30 years in Baton Rouge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have the Baton Rouge Steakhouse in Baton Rouge?
I'm sorry?
Do you have the Baton Rouge Steakhouse in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure what that is, but there's a few downtown that probably
I think it's
qualify.
a chain. No, I think it's a chain. Maybe it's just up here. It's called Baton Rouge Steakhouse, I believe.
Are
can
you
look it up.
kidding me?
No, that's why I asked.
No, we don't have that here.
Okay, well, Brian, look it up.
That's
Or Kenny, look it up.
that's just a French. That's a French term for what is Baton Rouge? Red
Stick. No, you see old New Orleans seafood
Oh, I love
all over
Red
the
Stick.
world, but you don't see Baton Rouge.
To keep people out.
If you're gonna do a cliche steakhouse, you got to use Dallas, Texas.
You got that? You still got that thing set to keep people out?
No, I'm letting them all in. All
Well,
the-
no, it was. It told me I couldn't come in like I usually do. That I had to wait for the host to let me in.
Oh, I'll have to check
You've
it.
been demoted, Mike. Face it.
I don't know how that applies to me, being I'm a housekeeper.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
Tim. Did I just? Oh, Kenny. I thought I heard Tim's voice there for a second. That was weird.
Yep. Tim's here.
Yeah,
Cracker Jack.
Well, but I don't see
I-
Tim. I only see 3 people on the screen.
and you won't see me.
Ooh, you, Mr. Fakeologist turned into Mr. Invisiologist, huh?
Well, I didn't turn into it. I always was.
Ah.
I don't have a full. I'm embarrassed because I don't have a full head of hair.
Just start doing like me and wearing a hat, and you can come live.
Or just grow you a big beard, Tim, and be like Tom. The women will love you.
Well, tonight I had to
Like-
resort to old school Americana, man, for dinner.
Hey, Mike, I watched the show last night. It was a great show. But there's
Thank you,
only
man.
one
Yeah.
beef. Only one beef I had with you on that show.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like the way you cut off your dad. I think you should let him go on and on and on and on.
I know. I feel bad about that. I know I do that. I know.
That's your dad, buddy. That's your
What's-
dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
cutting off my dad. Yeah. No, yeah, I might have to edit that out. It's just that if I didn't, he'd have went on and on and on and on.
Oh, yeah. For 3
I-
hours.
No, but he did
Ask,
ask the
ask
question.
Brian.
Oh,
Mike,
yeah.
Mike, in case you didn't get it, I'm joking.
Yeah, he knows your dad. He's seen
Okay.
I know, but when you try to say something, it takes you 20 minutes to say something that somebody else can say in 10 seconds.
Mike, don't disrespect your dad.
I'm
Come
not
on, man.
disrespecting him. I'm just saying it like it is.
You guy's a wise man. You should do so well when you're 80 years old.
Oh, now
Mike.
you really supported his ego. You know,
Yeah.
calling me disrespectful in front of him.
Yeah.
Now he feels like he's got a support system,
You
and
got it.
he's calling me
He did.
disrespectful.
And he's-
We're on Team Mike's dad here.
And he's got
Mike's dad.
He's got all his hair, Mike, so he's definitely got more
Is
going.
Okay, I could say more, but I'll say nothing.
Down boy, down boy, down boy.
Is that your dad barking? What is that? Dean? What are you doing back there?
No, to be honest with you, Tim,
Yeah.
I love my dad, and he's in denial about the reality, but he does have a tendency. In the same way you guys know that I can ramble sometimes,
Oh,
Sometimes.
my dad is 10 times worse than me. Brian will tell you that. And so if you guys think I'm bad,
Yes, we do.
right.
But that's
My
what.
dad-
So listen. You got your dad's gift of the gab, and you got your mother's father's hair,
Yeah, that's true. How did you know that?
because your hair is always from the mother's side. So if you want to see how you're gonna look at your mother's father.
really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Well,
that's
it's so-
my
something to do
my
with
brother.
genetics.
My brother has my dad's hair. My
All right.
my older brother does. My younger
Then that
brother's
just
already.
means he has more testosterone, Mike.
That's what I thought. I'd always heard that.
Uh-huh.
He probably has bigger balls too.
Did you see the testosterone at the beginning of our show though?
That was a great bit. I like that a lot.
I'm telling you, man, these guys were about to go fisticuffs with each other, man.
Yeah, but you didn't let her choose. You didn't let her choose the bachelor at the end. You just
I think
You
it was
thought-
obvious who she chose.
No,
Was it?
yeah, I think I don't remember. See, you know how it is
Was it
when we do
Brian?
videos, when we do these meetings, we just are in the moment, and then when you
Yeah.
watch a video afterwards, you get that objective view. So I haven't seen it. I don't know.
She
I don't know what
told
happened.
Tom. She told Tom to send the boat.
I know. Yep. She chose Tom in the end.
That's right. Yeah, he got a big.
But she did want one of my cars, so there is a little bit of a in
That's
there.
right. You could have
Yeah.
came back too, Brian. With, do you want to go out on the boat or do you want to get there quicker? In my car.
wow. There's
Right.
a lot of double
I know.
meaning there. A lot of it. Very suggestive show. You better mark that one 18 and over.
Yeah, right. Hey, I like you guys' show too, man. I watched it last week with with Dr. Dobb. How do you say?
Uncle Odd.
Uncle Odd, yeah, Uncle Odd, yeah. No, he was
Good man.
great, man. You guys, that show was enjoyable to watch, man.
Thank
He's-
you.
he's-
Especially since you couldn't see me. You mean?
Well, I saw the same guy that I always see, the little wizard.
It's enjoyable to watch, and I didn't see it. You couldn't see a thing.
Well,
you're a card.
Well, Uncle Odd, he's like he's like friendly. Kenny and I were talking about that the other night. He has this like very appealing, friendly, kind of likable. He's a friendly, likable guy,
Yep. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's why I let him do a show with
he's
me.
quick. He's quick on his unless he pre-writes all those great lines. He's quick, man.
Yeah, he's quick on his feet. Good
As-
guy.
As Tim is.
Yeah.
Is he in Canada?
No,
He's in Tampa.
Yeah, he's in-
Oh,
yeah, that's why the first thing I saw, he was trying to get into Universal Studios.
Yeah.
They let the family in, but didn't let him in. That was frustrating. I guess it
Did
sounded like
Did you guys pay for Zoom to go more than 40 minutes?
yes. Yes.
Oh, you shelled out, eh?
Well, we had a nice donor, and actually, the donor is on right now with us.
Kenny, you are the man.
no,
Kenny,
no.
it's the other
I
one.
ain't got no money.
No, hey, seriously, Brian, maybe you didn't realize it, but you still have the settings like from last night. Because
Okay.
Cracker
Come on,
Jack is
Brian.
the man.
yeah, because like You see him, Brian, because you're
nothing.
hosting. But like, I don't
Crackerjack,
see anybody. I just see
did
you
show
and me
out, Crackerjack?
and Kenny.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
I appreciate what they
You gotta
did.
see that, Crackerjack. I didn't even know you were there, man, because they got you invisible.
Well, my fault. I'm trying to figure it out here.
Yeah,
He's
click
not
on that
invisible.
thing. You know that check mark. Take that check mark off of
I did.
video thing.
Hide non-video participants. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll try to get it fixed.
So Tim, man, I'm hearing these rumors that's got me all riled up inside, man. I mean, it's almost like a too good to be true thing. But about 2 hours ago, somebody wrote, I put out a video this morning that yesterday I went to a public library because a friend was trying to get in and he couldn't get in. So it ended up, I was up till 3 a.m. It was 14 video clips because of stopping the camera all the time. So I was up till 3 a.m. trying to, get them all up and then, catching them and then putting them into my movie maker and just creating the thing. And this morning I sent it out to, Miami-Dade County Police Director, the legal department for Dade County, the mayor's office, the governor's office, the Department of Justice. I mean, I hit all the big guns with that video, and that video has got some really good pointers in it. It was to me, it was one of the great videos that I had an opportunity to do because, we're always refining our abilities and skills. And I've been wanting to do a video where I have the police there and just methodically go through, kind of the process now is, is it your guys' duty to uphold federal law? Yes or no? Yes, you guys are sworn to uphold federal law. Okay, great. Well, here's federal law, right? And here's what the federal law says. This is a place of public accommodation. Prohibition of discrimination. You can't be discriminated against. Americans with Disabilities Act Title III. So there's people that don't wear masks. So to me, that video did a great job of getting all those points in a variety of ways with a lot of conversation with different police officers. And plus some stuff that was going on in that video. My buddy got arrested for a ridiculous reason. They arrested him. And then at the end, I talked to the supervisor and asked him to do the right thing and get out of the car, which he did, which was awesome. So there's just a lot of different elements going on in the video. And I sent it out to all those big guns. And 2 hours ago, somebody wrote a comment on there that today Ron DeSantis made an announcement that changed everything in Miami. And I said, really? Are you, and then he wrote back, he says, yeah. And he mentioned something about a library. So then I was in a store. I just uploaded another video on my way home because I went into a store and they made me go out. They didn't make me go outside, but they told me to go outside because I was waiting outside and they weren't waiting on me, man. Some guy walked around me, went in the store and they waited on him before they waited on me. And I had gone to the outside window just as a courtesy. So that kind of pissed me off. So then I went in and they're telling me I have to have a mask. So I went through the typical routine you've seen me go through many times already. And when I walked out, there was a guy with a Trump hat on, young guy, blonde guy, probably a college student from UM hanging out in the area. And he says, what's up, man? And I told him how, what had happened. So he says, no, I don't wear a mask either, man. I never wear a mask. So he went in and I video recorded that. And he told me when we were in the store, he says, yeah, man, today Ron DeSantis did a removal of the mandates on masks or something. I said, really? So it was consistent with what I heard, the comment on my video. So I'm kind of like, hopeful that that video had an impact. I hope. I don't know if that's the case. It's kind of rumors now, but that would be super awesome if it turns out that video, because there was some good stuff on that video yesterday.
Mike, your library video, the director, the guy that was there, the chief there, he said that he was going to have a meeting because of that incident. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, let's hope he follows through.
Oh, you mean the sergeant at the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to have some meetings.
We got a new person, Ariel. It's muted. But
Brian, can you let people in and he still ain't figured it out?
I think I have everything set. Hey, Ariel, what's going on?
Hey, Brian, you don't have everything set because I can't see anybody.
Okay, I'm working on it. I'm not sure what's going on.
Hey, how are you, Brian?
Hey, good.
Ariel?
Yeah, we met today, Brian.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Brian, can you see Ariel?
Well, he just has his name.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
But you see a box for him there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I see.
Yeah,
all-
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't my camera is not on. I
Yeah,
don't
that's-
have it working. It's not working.
Mike, you gotta scroll. Go to the second page. You can only see 4 on
No,
a page.
I'm doing the same thing that I always do. I'm on my
Oh,
laptop
I
right now.
can see Ariel fine. I just scroll to the second page of my phone, and he's there with Cracker Jack Go.
Yeah, on the phone it would work that way. But no, on mine, I'm on my laptop and it always shows all the boxes. And right now, it's just Brian and me and Kenny.
So Ariel,
Maybe they had an update.
maybe.
That's because we're the only ones without video. You're only seeing the video,
Brian, give
people.
me hosting.
You only see the video, people. All of us don't have video.
Okay. Hey Ariel, so we were at was it Walmart there? Or?
Yeah, the Walmart today. Yeah.
Yeah. Ariel pulled up behind me, and I had my truck with the bumper sticker on, and he said, "You beat me to it." I said, "Oh, you mean the bumper sticker?" He said, "Yeah." So anyway, we chatted. I had a bumper sticker. I think what was it? First task, lose the mask. I think.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brian, hand me over hosting.
Yeah. Okay. And so that was great. And
Yeah, I wanted to stick it on my tailgate, but it won't go because it's not
Metal?
the tailgate in those trucks, right? And the my truck is not made out of metal.
Oh,
So-
okay. Bummer.
Yeah, so I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to figure something else out.
Well, give it to somebody that can use it. But whatever.
No, maybe Velcro or something. I put Velcro on it.
Yeah, you could. I guess you can't put it behind the cab because there's not enough room or not enough metal there probably to do anything. But
No, it's just glass.
oh yeah, okay, all right. Well,
I'll figure something out.
okay, fantastic. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we got
No, I appreciate it.
we got Tim from Canada, and Cracker Jack is in Huntsville, Alabama, and Kenny's in Baton Rouge, and Mike's in Miami, and I'm in Fort Pierce.
Ariel.
How are you doing, Ariel?
Yeah, good.
Hey,
Good.
Ariel, what's happening?
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm just glad that I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I know. That's what it feels like all day long while you're
The
walking.
resistance is underground, and we're going deep.
Yeah, I mean, I've not worn a mask since day one. That's
Thank
one,
Awesome.
and I refuse to. I mean, I know. Eventually, I will get arrested or something because I'm not doing it.
Well, yep, I got arrested 3 weeks ago for going into a store. But I'm fighting it, and will prevail. So
with that order that the governor, right?
yeah, I haven't.
What's that? What does that mean for us in Florida?
Yeah, I'm not sure, Mike. You were saying it, but then Tim was saying, what were you saying, Tim? That it's not that important or something?
No, I'm just worried that the people don't want it. Yeah, Mike and this gang want it, but
No.
I think he's going against the people. And they're going against him.
Shit. To get some
I mean, just looking at Walmart and Publix, where 99.9% of the people are still wearing masks. But I wonder if they're wearing them just because they're afraid that they'll get absconded. But if the governor says you don't have to wear them, then maybe there'll be a shift.
I mean, a lot of people are just acquiescent. You know, they're just acquiescent.
But
From what I see, it looks like one thing they're doing is that they're suspending the collection of fines for the masks right now.
During what?
They're just suspending the collection of fines for anyone who's gotten a ticket for not wearing a mask. It says Florida governor lifts all restaurant restrictions and bans mask fines as COVID-19 spreads. Wow.
What was the first part? What you said? You didn't just say lifts all restrictions.
Yeah, lifts all restaurant restrictions.
Restaurant restrictions.
And then bans.
That means that can't make you wear a mask.
Right.
No, it
That's
also
what
probably
that should
means that
mean.
they can be fully open. They don't have to be half open.
Yeah.
And frankly, if he did it at a restaurant, then it would have to apply at a library.
And then it says bans mass fines as COVID-19 spreads. That's PBS NewsHour.
Oh well, that's fake news.
Hey, buddy.
You always got to put the negative in there that yeah, he's doing it, and
COVID spreads.
yes, spreads like wildfire.
Yes, it spreads in the minds.
Yep, absolutely. Wow.
I mean, because this is basically what this is, just a mind-demic. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a real thing. So, I really don't think that COVID-19 is even a thing. That's my personal belief. Because no one, because they talk about COVID-19 a lot, but no one's fully identified what COVID-19 actually is.
No, nobody's proven it.
No, there's no empirical evidence of what COVID-19 is besides all the funny pictures that they illustrate, yeah, with the tentacles.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenny, you're good at that. Coming at you. Yeah, we got Tim, the other guy on here, has a website that's great, fakeologist.com, and he had something about some guy got his leg amputated from COVID. For some reason,
No way.
yeah, the COVID was responsible for him getting his leg amputated, and I commented on his post that well, don't you know that the virus is just like mosquitoes, and they're kind of flying around right above the ground. They're right by your ankles, so if you're not wearing long pants, you can kiss your leg goodbye. That's pretty much the thinking of people. They're just so scared of.
Well, the COVID-19 virus is very polite. It waits until you sit on your chair in a restaurant. That won't infect you, right?
Yeah, and if you go to a gym, as soon as you step on the treadmill, it'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It only has receptors for conservatives.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much crazy stuff. But that's what we've got our site for, and what Tim's got his site for, just to get it out there for people to see.
What's amazing about this whole thing is, the effect that it's had on people's minds. So many people have, become conditioned by this. It's incredible. It's just incredible.
Yeah. And again, I wonder, I mean, the 99% that are walking through the Walmarts, are they really, how many are afraid, that they're going to catch something and die or get deathly sick? Or
a lot of them are the equivalent of Trump supporters that won't show it, kind of like that, right?
Right.
You could use that analogy, right?
Right. They're just waiting. Well, at least Trump supporters are waiting for an election, but
yeah,
what are these people waiting for?
They just don't want to get in trouble. They're just compliant.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. So if the governor says, hey, you don't have to wear a mask, then I think a lot of them would take it off gingerly, but eventually.
Yeah. A lot of them don't believe it. They're just following the rules.
Right. And I met a girl this morning that I've started doing this thing where I get people that aren't wearing masks, I get their name, I get an email, and then when I get enough people, we'll do a shopping spree where we go to Walmart or Publix or Home Depot or something with 30 people, 100 people without masks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just show people that you don't have to wear a mask, at least in those places. And then more people, will jump in and join the movement. So,
yeah. I mean, you know how many people I've told to, shove the mask, really? I mean, when they tell me to, I just become so angry about it because it's so stupid, so ridiculous. I look at them and I'm like, how could you be so stupid?
We have that feeling every day, all day long. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a simulation.
You know.
So, what you, how many people you got? I mean, you say you think you're the only one, so nobody else is kind of going with you on the no mask thing.
Um,
Us.
well, I've got like, 'cause I got a lot of family, so I've got them all straight,
Oh,
and
really?
and the only ones that really do it is because they don't want to get in trouble, and that's in New York State.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You're,
but
you're talking about a big.
nobody else does it. Nobody else wears the mask. And I've got some friends, but that do wear it because, again, they're just afraid of getting in trouble.
Right. Right. Don't want to get arrested.
Yeah, they just don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to be frowned upon. That kind of thing, right? But I honestly, I don't give a rat's ass. You can look at me any way you want. I just, I mean,
yeah,
I'm wearing a stupid mask because I know, I feel personally that when you wear a mask, you're just complying with, um, I don't know. I feel treasonous.
right. Right. It's like the Nazi thing. You're sort of just, I'm just going to go along with it. I don't want to be frowned at. Just, I'll help them onto the train there. I don't want anybody bothering me.
Yeah. So, it's, I'm giving into brainwashing, and it's enough brainwashing already.
Right. Right. Cracker Jack, how's it going in Huntsville? Anything new to?
No, I haven't been around anywhere. I've just been at home working a lot, so I haven't dealt with the public that much. When you guys were just talking about Walmart, I just felt like walking in the Walmart just to see what the air was like. I hate that store though, but
I mean, I like the store, but it's just another world in there where I'm the only one. I actually walked through the whole store looking for somebody else without a mask and couldn't find one.
Nobody.
Hundreds.
You will find.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ariel, your point is so resonates with me too, man, on the brainwashing, man, just like zombies, sheeple.
Yeah.
It's incredible, isn't it?
I will not be brainwashed. I never been, and I'm not going to start now.
Right on, man.
Yeah, we always talk about the 25 years ago with the AIDS hoax. I don't know if you kind of remember that, but I learned back then that everything was a hoax.
Yeah.
With T.C. Fry had a book out called The Great AIDS Hoax. I read that and I said, wow, that's the truth right there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I've like I've known about these things for a long time, and talked to people about these things, but many people, they just, you can't really talk to them because they think you're crazy,
Exactly.
And then when it finally happens,
yeah. But I don't know if they'll ever wake up. I mean, you say your family has. That's a pretty amazing. None of my family has.
Yeah, my family's awake. I mean, because I mean, they're kind of like, I guess they're like me. They have that, sixth sense.
Okay.
But it was a little rough with my, with my mother, right? But she's turned on now. She knows. It was just a matter of because you used to tell you tell people, right, this is going to happen, right, this is what's happening, right, and initially people don't get it because they're not tuned in to these things, right? It's kind of new to them, and then when they start putting two and two together, and like, I say, oh, he's right. And they have to admit it, because when you look at them again, you're like, so I told you, well, so, and then things start to, the gears start to turn, and things start adding up, and to a point where, they just know at that point.
Is your family, do they all kind of watch TV? Or
Yeah, they all do. But now, prior to 2016, right? A lot of them didn't know what was going on, right? So, as things start to unfold, right? When, back then where I was telling, hey, Trump's the man, and this is the reason why, right? And now they seen what Trump's done. And so that has woken up. Now what they see that this pandemic and all these things that are going on are kind of, very obvious. How can I say it? Very obvious. Very obvious rollouts of the continuation of the taking over of of the country, and
the New World Order and all that.
And all that stuff, right? So
were you ever a supporter of Trump at all?
From day one.
From day one, okay. And you still are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I didn't see a Trump sticker on your truck. Because look, did you have a Trump sticker on your truck?
No, you probably saw my U.S. Army sticker.
Okay. I should have given you a Trump sticker. I had some of those too.
Yeah. But I do wear a Trump hat. Sometimes I go into restaurants and then they tell me to wear a mask, and I say, oh, I don't have one. So they give me one, and I put it in my pocket, and I go sit down. And I'm very defiant with the Trump hat. And people are like, who is this guy that just walks in here, sits down without a mask, and he has a Trump hat on?
He's breaking all the rules.
And then they kind of give you the, the treatment, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
But I ate my burger, and I did what I had to do. And then I woke out with a big smile.
So you haven't had any pushback, or people just not letting you in when shopping or restaurants or anything? Ariel? Did I freeze? What happened? All right. Hey, Ken, what's going on?
Not much. Where's Tim?
I guess he stepped out for a minute.
Is he still on?
No, it's just it's Mike and Cracker Jack, Ariel, you and me.
Oh, he just took off, didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but that's interesting about the governor thing. I would like to see the whole thing. Cracker Jack was reading it there.
Yeah, a person's got to see the original wording that he actually that was actually released by the by that particular office, instead of what some news agency decides to print.
Right.
Well, there's got to be some video. There's got to be some video clippage of him saying something today. We should somebody do a search on YouTube. Everybody do a search on YouTube.
It would be on the Florida government website, it would seem. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how or why this guy mentioned. Maybe he was just joking when he said he mentioned the library.
Well, I mean, if he got that video, then I'm sure he would mention the library, because that was amazing. Have you seen that, Cracker Jack? I think you said you saw the first part of it or something, or did you? Of Mike's video, where he was at the library with Alex.
Yeah, Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. The only thing I would be leery of is you can't like argue law or talk about law with some dumb idiots. You know, you
They
can't.
don't know the law. Yeah.
You can't. No matter how sensible it is, those people, they're so dense, they're not going to get it.
Well,
And
they seem like they got it a little bit, the two of them, which was
Not only that, but it's not just about them. It's about recording it and capturing all of that reality so that it can be presented to attorneys,
oh yeah, that was
judges, mayors, governors. The
No,
American
but
people.
Mike, you've shown it time and again that the police don't know the law.
Right,
No.
exactly.
They don't.
That's right.
and they haven't been taught it by their upper echelon because maybe they don't want to. I don't know.
No, and they're not going to because they're supposed to be mutes. Like if you're to go to court and you and during cross-examination, you ask the cop what basis does he have to have made the arrest or so, or did he make a legal determination? The judge is going to, and the prosecution is going to say he's not fit to answer such a question.
Right. But see, I think this is part of what my push is anyway, is I guess I'm getting to be a little bit like Brian, who gives them the benefit of the doubt and says, no, it's not that they don't want to do it. They just really never thought about it. They've just really never gotten around to, hey, man, we need to educate our officers on the law here because they're law enforcement officers, we need to educate them on federal law, right? We need to educate them on civil rights. So it could just be that those things have kind of gotten lost over the years and they need to be brought back into the limelight. It's my goal and objective to get the director of the police department to mandate training for all the officers on places of public accommodation and how to properly handle it. And if we could do that here in Miami, we could do it in Broward and do it in Palm Beach and do it in every county in Florida and do it in every county in every state.
You saw the cop pull the lady out of the bleachers. He's
Oh,
going
that
to
was
lose
some
his
sick.
job.
I couldn't
He's
even
gonna lose
watch
his
the.
job.
Is he going to lose his job? I hope he does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the comment I wrote on that video was, and look at all the sheeple sitting around, just sitting idly by, letting it happen. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Well, all right.
I may not watch it until tomorrow morning after I get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it'll rile you up. You don't want to see it tonight.
So Crackerjack, you may know how to say a cop goes through some kind of a brawl or something. How does he know what the law is? Because they're not going to know all the laws. Are they able to call it in, look it up on their little computer screen, or
the cops are dumb. What they do is they either go to their computer
right,
and they try to look up something, or they confer with whoever else is there. Or they call their supervisor sergeant and
right,
ask them, "Oh, what can we charge this person with?" Like I had that same instance here at a rental house, right? The people who were renting, I didn't have any contact or communication with them until it was time for eviction for not paying their rent.
right.
And so I came back to the house after their stuff had been packed out, and because when they packed the stuff, they, instead of putting it close to the curb on the street, it was still all in the yard. And with the way those people were acting, I was like, man, I don't want them, if they're going to do any sort of damage, or I wanted to preventatively be there or have someone there to keep them from doing any further damage. So they called the cops. And what the cops did was that they tried to say, oh, we need your name and stuff because they called. And I said, what law have I broken? And the second cop that came around, they try to say, oh, I'm obstructing governmental operations. Most of them have no idea what to charge you for. That's why their first go-to is usually like, resisting arrest or what is it? Obstruction or something like that.
The easiest go-to ones, yeah.
Yeah. they most of them have no idea, and they actually have to refer to someone else or sit there, and even after referring to someone else, try to look up some bogus idea or bogus rule by which to charge you.
So basically, the supervisor should know all the laws because people are calling into him and asking him, what do we do? What do we charge? But
in the perfect world, yeah, in the perfect world they should, but even they don't, and it's impossible to know all the laws.
Right.
Hey, Ariel, if you can hear me, it's showing that your audio is trying to connect. So if you're wanting to come in and say something, apparently your audio is not connected. It says it's trying to connect. So it's been doing that for the last few minutes, if you can hear me.
Maybe a bad connection.
He probably needs
I'm going to pass the controls back over to you, Brian.
All right.
He probably needs to log out of this thing and log back in.
Yeah, maybe. Yes,
but most cops don't know the law, and they don't even care to know the law. And it's not their place to even know the law, because when you cross-examine them and you say, what, the wording behind it, I'm not sure of, but when you cross-examine them and you tell them what basis they have to make the arrest, and you say, were they making an illegal determination, which is what someone who's supposed to know the law is capable of doing, they can't do that. That will completely strike that particular statement that they may have made immediately after that, and the whole basis for the case and the whole basis of the arrest. Because how if they can't make a legal determination, how would they know, for example, to arrest someone, or let's use the example of someone running a stop sign, or like the seatbelt thing. Let's say the seatbelt thing,
right?
For they asked Mike about in that video.
Right.
If he can't make a legal determination to know that he's actually broken some sort of law, why would he even have the room to stop the person and say, oh, you didn't wear your seatbelt, I'm going to write you a ticket because you've broken the law?
Yeah.
But they try to take it back to the point where, oh, he's just making an observation. It's all a whole bunch of circular stuff that's completely contradictory, that they use for their benefit whenever they want. And then when they know that they can't make the claim, they'll back off of it.
So police's job is, what is it? Protect and serve, right? But is it also enforced?
I think that's all just public relations. Police have no obligation to protect anyone. Because all they do is come to a place, usually after something's happened, maybe to serve the public and to take notes per se about what's happened, so they can then find the source of what caused the incident. But for protection, no, that's all a lie. Because if a crime's happening and their job is to protect and serve, to protect people, then that would mean if the police don't get there, especially when you call them, they would be liable for that person not being protected. But if anyone tries to say that the police didn't protect me when somebody was trying to crawl through my window to rob my house, and now I've got my stuff stolen, they'd be like, no, it's not our part to do that. The police have no duty or obligation to protect people. And I think, I don't know if you guys have heard, that's been a ruling by the Supreme Court.
Oh, I hadn't heard that, but I see it on the side of cars, or at least I have in some states or something, serve and protect.
Yeah, that's just all public relation wording to give the public a gross misnomer about what they are, or what they're actually for.
But they are there to enforce laws.
They're there to enforce so-called laws. but then it comes to the point where if you ask a cop if he's saying that someone broke the law, or if he's making what's called a legal determination that someone's broken the law during cross-examination, he won't be able to answer that question. He's unfit to answer that question.
Brian, you told me you emailed me the video last night, but I don't see it here.
The Tom Barnett one?
Yeah.
I sent you a link to the Google Drive.
Oh, whoa, way down here. You sent me a lot of emails. Tom and Amanda, I got it.
Okay.
How did everything with the attorney go with you? Did you talk to him about striking the extension?
I did. Yeah, and I recorded it. And in fact, I'll have to send you all the recordings. Just if you get a chance, you might be able to straighten me out or him out. Yeah, he basically said that when he went in to plead the not guilty, the judge decided on a continuance because he almost said also that they wanted to give me a chance to reconsider the, deference or whatever.
Hey,
Okay, so let me understand. So if the judge decided on the continuance, then the continuance wasn't at your request. It was at the request of the judge himself and the prosecution. Did the attorney say that he objected to it?
No.
Or he just said, so that's on you. So
hey, Brian, when I click on download, it says can't scan file for viruses. Amanda and Tom exceeds the maximum file size that Google can scan. This file might harm your computer. So only download this file if you understand the risks. Download anyway?
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be fine?
Yep. Right, Cracker Jack?
Test.
I didn't hear that. I was trying to read something. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Basically said you and him are going to buy me a new computer if this thing.
Well, we are the big virus hoax, and there is no virus on that file. So.
Oh, that's true. What am I thinking?
Because there are no viruses. So yeah, we're fine. Hey, Ariel, are you back?
Now he's back. You there, Ariel?
Well, he's got two screens actually. The old one that's still trying to connect, and then a new one looks like everything's connected. But
oh yeah. Unless we've got an Ariel and an Ariel.
Yeah, I don't know whether I should get rid of the old one.
Ariel, are you Ariel? Are you one of the same persons?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So did you ask the attorney too about asking for discovery and Brady material about the case?
No, I did not. I did mention something about a speedy trial, and his secretary said, "Oh," she said something like, "Oh, we never heard anything about that."
What the? Yeah. What the heck?
It was like that changed everything. It made it sound like that, and then I mentioned it to the PD public, and he said, he finally said eventually that it wouldn't affect the right to a speedy trial, the continuance.
So the continuance wasn't a thing from you then. That's what we have to come to the understanding about, is that the continuance wasn't something that was done on your behalf. It was something that was either from the prosecution or the judge. But I don't see, I don't know much about all the inner workings, the procedural workings of courts and stuff. But if the judge is to do a continuance of some sort, that would that should still reserve your right to a speedy trial in 180 days, 6 months.
Well, look, they talked to Amanda yesterday, and Amanda said he should have not had the public defendant, He should have passed on that and represented himself.
And Steve
Correct.
told him that, and I told him that.
Yeah.
And so when he took the
Or
public
Brian.
defender, that guy was doing whatever the hell he wanted. They're lazy, and they always want to just put it off to another day.
They want to milk it,
Yeah.
man, make their money.
A public defender, it is like of no benefit to anyone, and it's not even like him milking it. He just wants to make a deal and leave whatever ramifications are going to be on your record.
They didn't feel like messing with nothing.
No.
And I think, and you say it, that the public defender works for the state. You know,
The public defender, yeah, he works for the state. He gets paid by the state. It's not some independent person. Whether they hire independent lawyers that aren't per se maybe in a state office, that public defender gets paid by the same company that pays the prosecution, that pays the judge.
Yeah. No, but everybody's still learning.
and I can dump him whenever I want, right?
To dump him, you have to show that he's ineffective in counsel, and he's not doing things that you're requesting him to do and working in your best interests.
Right.
Yeah, they just wanted to go drink somewhere, probably.
Yeah, and from what you said, that's already the case. Because if the judge was saying he wanted you to think about it, he should have been like, no, objection. My client wants to plead not guilty at this time and take this to trial. There's no reason for us to postpone this, for him to come back in another how many weeks, whether it's a day or 12 hours. And
it'll be the same. It'll be the same thing then.
Yeah, because they just want to delay this and frustrate you coming back repeatedly to the point where you just go, okay, I'll take whatever deal, and you can get off on this.
I'll pay the cash.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that you should discuss with your public defender is the details of that particular statute that they say that you broke, or that you're in violation of, or they're alleging you're in violation of, right? One important part of that was that you had to be, I forgot how it was called, but you had to be a public hazard or detriment to the public welfare.
Right.
And based on that alone, he should be asking for this case to be tossed out.
Right. But and I think the thing about the continuance, I think it almost seemed like the judge was so frustrated with me not wearing a mask to go in there, it was throwing her off, and she didn't know what to do. So she just said, he actually said on my recording that we're just going to punt it down the road, and then hopefully in 2 weeks you'll wear.
And in 2 weeks when you get back, you have to wear a mask.
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing for that governor's order. The governor's order just said any sort of regulations on. Let's go back to that title.
Well,
of
good.
That article.
Maybe it'll turn then. It'll turn in Brian's favor.
But the other thing I wanted to mention, Cracker Jack, but I don't know that you know about it. They specifically, or my PD specifically said that there's an administrative ordinance that supersedes any, state ordinance or federal law or something.
That's not true.
I know.
That's a complete lie.
And he actually, I actually found the administrative ordinance, and I can actually read it here once I get it up. But
municipal codes can't supersede state statutes, and state statutes can't supersede federal statutes and federal codes. So if he's saying stuff like that with you, that's reason to tell him. If you're going to lie to me like this, I'm going to have to report you to the State Bar Association.
Damn right.
And that will really scare him to the point where he may just want to recuse himself from the case.
But think about your average. Just think about the average public. They have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Because
No
I mean, it's going to be hard for you yourself to get rid of this guy without showing just cause.
Right.
And most judges are going to be reluctant for you to get rid of your attorney, whether it's court appointed or not, because they know that when you accept an attorney, you're essentially acquiescing to their jurisdiction, which means you're acquiescing to be tried,
pummeled around,
and questioned by whatever statute or code that they said that you violated or they're alleging against you.
You accepted their offer. You engaged in a contract with them.
Exactly. That you're already engaging in a contract with them. And that's
screwed up, damn it.
And that's why the lawyer is never going to want to question the most fundamental thing of any so-called allegation: jurisdiction. Unless it's through some of their crazy little procedures, like I've heard of rule 6 or rule 11 whatever and stuff. They're going to say, yeah, they've got jurisdiction, they've got territorial jurisdiction, they've got subject matter jurisdiction, and all the different crappy jurisdictions that they want to call it, when in actuality, they don't.
It's all a big game. That's what I don't like about law. They create all these little different rules and regs just to keep the game going, just to play the game.
Hey, Mike, can I ask a quick question? I don't mean to get in the flow here, but the video with Amanda was just outstanding. And I'm wondering, are you going to trim the fat off the top of that?
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing it right now, brother. I'm currently putting it into my movie maker.
Okay.
It's downloading now.
I just wanted to ask that, and I'm going to go ahead and jump off. And thanks a bunch, Cracker Jack.
And Ariel's back too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have fun.
No
I'm
problem.
going to go.
We'll send that out to you tonight.
All right, Ken.
Okay.
Good night,
See
Ken.
ya. Bye.
So Cracker Jack, let me just.
All right, bye, Ken.
I've
What was that?
I've got this court thing that he sent me. It says in the Circuit Court of the 19th Judicial Court in and for Indian River County, which is where it is, Administrative Order 2020-07, COVID-19 reopening procedures, first protocols, and then it goes down to, it is hereby ordered, effective May 30th, 2020, the following protocols shall be observed in all courthouses in the 19th Judicial Court. And temperature taking, they have to take your temperature.
Bullshit, ain't happening.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then social distancing measures, masks. All persons entering courthouses must wear a face covering. All such persons are strongly encouraged to bring their own face coverings. Otherwise, they will be provided 6-foot distancing. So basically, they're going by this administrative order 2020-07 in the 19th Judicial Court, and they're saying that supersedes basically anything in the world.
No, that's not true. But because they have the monopoly on violence, they can really essentially do whatever they want to do, because they know that most people aren't going to contest it and take it to federal court, or to take it to a federal court to fight them on that.
I will say I contacted Rick Martin at Constitutional Law Group. He's out of somewhere in South Florida. And I called him and he said, hey, just fill out this affidavit on my website and send it to me this weekend. I'll look over it and tweak it for you.
Oh, was that website that we were looking at that I told you about?
No, I think this is a different one. Constitutional Law Group, rickmartinlawyer.com.
That's the one I gave you, isn't it? That Tom gave me, and then I told you to go.
Maybe.
What's it called again?
Rick Martin Lawyer is the actual website. We're just working out some legal stuff here, Ariel.
That's cool.
Just a Cracker Jack knows a little bit about that, and I screwed up by getting a public defender. It sounds like, but
at least with the public defender, you were able to get into the courtroom. That's probably the only good thing I saw about that.
Otherwise I wouldn't.
What you guys said, Yeah, otherwise they probably wouldn't have let you in there, and then they would have just put a warrant out for your arrest.
Right.
Even though they were.
In fact, one thing they did was Ozzy is the PD, and he came out and said that I'm going to go in and, I guess let her know that you're pleading not guilty. And so he went in, and then 4 cops came out and kind of stood around me like they were planning on taking me in there. And then they went to their radio and they said, oh, okay. No, they worked it out or something. So I think that's probably why they did the continuous. They were going to bring me in, and the judge probably just said, no, just do a continuous. That's just what I'm guessing.
So hold on. Did you ever see the judge face to face?
No, I was out on the courthouse steps the whole time.
Oh. Huh.
No, they wouldn't let anybody in without a temperature and a face mask, face diaper.
That temperature thing doesn't even make any sense. If a
Yeah,
person
it does.
temperature,
They want to fry out your frontal lobe.
I was saying, I videotaped it. People would come up, no matter if they were, had their pants hanging down or nicely dressed women. They come right up and he'd say, I got to take your temperature. And they stand up to attention. Oh, okay. And they just.
I would not want somebody shooting that thing. That hurts my head thinking about it right now.
I know, me too. It's funny, right when you said that, I had like a vibration in my head.
I was telling Mike when this whole thing first started, and I had to go to the hospital just to get a blood test or something for something. And that was the first time they started doing that. And the girl came up to me with that thing and pointed at my head, and I knocked her hand out of the way, and she almost lost it, but I didn't let them do it even back then, and they couldn't understand. But it's just the temperature.
Mm.
So,
yeah, I will not do that.
Nope.
No, thank you. I don't.
That is a mind warping realization. When you think about that, you feel like you're in a cartoon or kindergarten.
And they may be kind of getting us used to having guns pointed at our heads, for the vaccine or something.
Yeah, right. Not kidding, man.
Maybe something like that.
Oh my God.
It's conditioning. It's all conditioning so that when you go to get executed, you just stand right up to the gun and let them shoot you in the head,
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, it's all to make you, compliant. So, this is like the ultimate conditioning, because if they achieve this level of conditioning, there is nothing that you will not submit to.
Right, exactly. That's exactly it, man. Ariel, man, I'm detecting. Tell me, forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm detecting Dutch in there, man. Accent. No.
My accent is really screwed up. But
where are you from originally?
But I'm basically a European mutt. Aren't we all? But it's
I'm not.
It's a lot. It's lived quite a while in Europe, and so UK. So I got a lot of which I've gotten rid of it. It was like really hard in the beginning. But if you catch me on the right day, it sort of comes back. It's like UK accent, so
Yeah,
really
I hear a little bit of UK, but it sounds like maybe a Dutchman from UK, man.
Because Michael.
Yeah. So
what languages do you speak?
I speak a few languages. I sometimes I don't like to say because people get freaked out. Somebody can speak so many languages, but.
No, I love it. I love languages. Now you got to say, what do you speak, man?
Yeah, so I speak English. I speak German. I speak Italian. I speak Portuguese. I speak Spanish. A little bit of French, and a couple.
Você fala português? Eu estou aprendendo português.
Tá bom. Yeah, eu falo.
Tudo jóia, tudo bom.
Yeah, ótimo.
Y mi español es muy mejor porque mi esposa es de Venezuela.
Su esposo de Venezuela, qué bien.
Yeah. Y parlez-vous français?
Et parlo français?
Y italiano.
En italiano parlo también.
Parlo.
So Ariel, how do you say refrigerator in Italian?
In Italian,
Icebox. Icebox.
that is completely true. Yes.
One of my dad's old jokes there.
Yeah.
How do you say cut the grass?
You guys still there, or is this thing dead?
Cut the grass in French.
Yeah,
Mow
can
lawn. Mow
you
the
hear
lawn.
us, Cracker Jack? Cracker Jack, can you hear us? Sound like Cracker Jack's having trouble there.
He's looking okay. I mean, I can't see him, but
I just heard him say, "Is everybody there, or is this thing dead?" Yep,
Oh.
he just lost it. He's gone.
Oh, no, he's back. Okay.
Oh, he's back.
Wow,
Coming
what
back.
happened?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
that for a second.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay. Yeah, we're
The thing just restarted itself and came back on.
wow. Huh. I don't know. You're back good now.
Maybe Ariel's actually an alien, and we're picking up his energy frequencies, and he's just messing with the whole system.
You know, sometimes I wonder.
Yeah, I did see some weird antennas on his vehicle, so I don't know.
That was just the
That's
series. The series. Yeah.
Seriously. Okay. You did. Hey, I'm gonna check out just because we usually go 8 to 9. Ariel on weekdays, in case you want to join us next week sometime, that'd be great.
Absolutely. If I can, I will. It was a real honor being with you guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, enjoyed having you. Come in anytime you can, brother.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you.
And I'm gonna,
All right.
stick
Nice
around.
seeing you.
All right, good night, guys. I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend, man.
All right, Cracker Jack. Thanks for
All
coming.
right. Hey,
Thanks for the help.
I'm going to send you this plea, although I guess you won't need it unless you get rid of your lawyer and you start over from arraignment. And these lists of questions that a person would ask to be informed before entering a plea at arraignment too.
Okay, great.
So because I've been trying to look for it. This is something I wrote down a while ago.
Yeah, because I know you were giving me all this stuff and I was writing it down, but I just, it's a little above me. I'm up, a little overwhelming. But if you had a list or something, that'd be great.
Yeah, the list titled I don't know why I called it that. Please assist with refining my notes. Why did I write that to myself? So.
And do you want to?
Yeah, I'll email all that to you, and you can look over those questions and just so you can have an idea of the sort of things that public quack defender should be asking. And in case you guys come across anyone else who were to get arrested for any of this stuff,
right? How
they could, oppose this without needing any quack defender and get it dismissed.
Well,
hopefully even before arraignment.
Ariel might need it in the future. So
hey guys, I put my email address in the chat if you want to grab it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll get it. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Yep. Got it.
Yeah, you can forward it to him and stuff. Oh, and for the motion to dismiss, it's with the Alabama template. So the guy that you guys were talking to before, Rick, he may be able to know some of the the legal precedents and some of the former court rulings that you would put in place for the Alabama portions on that motion to dismiss.
Okay.
And of course, the part where it talks about the Alabama Constitution, every state constitution is a facsimile, an exact copy of the other one, because it's all complete collusion. You would just put the particular part related to the Florida Constitution where it lists the stuff for Alabama.
Okay.
I think there may be like some grammatical mistakes or something like that in there to proofread that. But yeah, you could take that and give it to your attorney and tell him, hey, I want you to file this for me.
Okay.
and see what he says. He's gonna say, "I can't do this. This doesn't make sense."
Yeah.
But
I don't.
but that's what
I don't
he's
want
gonna
to
say.
hard. I can't do this. What are you making me do?
Yeah.
Hey, Ariel, I'll
Yeah.
send you Mike's. I guess you haven't seen it. Mike had a great video this morning or today at a library where the cops came and he basically told them what the laws were and everything. So
Definitely. Are we allowed to share it, or is that just internal?
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, share it all you
Okay.
want.
I appreciate it.
He sent it to all the governor and he sent it to everybody. So I'll send it to you. It's pretty cool.
All right, great. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Okay, and Cracker Jack, then you just email me what you got. That would be great. And I'm gonna send you all the video, the audio recordings and stuff from Ozzy, just in case you have to look over them and you're probably just gonna say, "Wow, this guy's crazy," but I'll send them to you.
Yeah, maybe we'll just use them to get into the court and then get him out of there.
Okay.
So you can get this crap dismissed.
All right. Excellent. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
No problem. It was a pleasure. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.